start to arrive in the space, and today's session being Kojagiri special, we are just going to talk about the moon and mind connection. And as we do that, try to bring awareness to your breath first and feel how the breath feels this morning. And as you breathe, slowly extend the length of your breaths. Breathe in a little longer, breathe out a little longer. Our mind is connected to the moon, and just like the moon and its phases affect the water bodies on the earth, essentially, our bodies are also made of water, and as a result, the moon-mind connection affects us at a human microcosm level. And that's what we are going to explore today. So for your intention, I invite you to say, I'm at peace, I'm happy, as a very simple statement, or if you are working on any particular quality, building that quality, invite you to say that statement 3 times in your mind to set the intention, and we'll begin with 1 Om. So pick an intention statement, and as you breathe in and breathe out, remaining aware of your breath, inhale, exhale, and inhale for Om. Gently bring your palms together, rub your palms, create friction, and place your palms on your face. Blink open your eyes, and then keep your eyes closed. Rub your palms again, and then massage your face, and then gently open your eyes. Okay. Wonderful. Welcome once again. We are going to, so here is how the itinerary looks like. We're going to stand up, do our Surya Namaskars, and then we'll flow directly into Chandra Namaskar. So Chandra Namaskar, like Surya Namaskar. And we did a variation of this a few weeks ago. So we'll do Chandra Namaskars, and then Pranayama. It is dedicated to moon pranayama, Chandra Vedana pranayama it is called, and then we'll end the session. So again, let's get started. Stand up for warm-up. Surya Namaskars to begin with. Arrive on the top of your mat, hands to the side, back straight. Tadasana, focus, ground yourself, and let's get started. We are going to do right side, then left side, and then 3 of these. So hands together for 1, 2, hands up. 3, bend forward, bending from the hips, keeping those legs straight, hands down. 4, right leg back, send it back. Knee on the mat, look forward. 5, plank, sending the left leg back. 6, Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest. If you are comfortable with chin, start with your forehead, elbows together, close to body, scooting forward for 7, Bhujangasana. 8, tucking your toes in the back and picking up your hips, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 2 breaths here, walk your heels here. That opens up the hamstrings. Get ready to bring your right leg forward on 9. 10, left leg forward, bend forward. 11, rise up, hands up. 12, hands together, other side. 1, 2, hands up. 3, bend forward. 4, left leg back. 5, plank. 6, Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, chin or forehead. 7, Bhujangasana. 8, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. 9, left leg forward. 10, right leg forward. 11, rise up. 12, hands together, other side. 1, 2, 3, bend forward. 4, right leg back. 5, plank. 6, Ashtanga Namaskar. 7, Bhujangasana. 8, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. 9, left leg forward. 10, right leg forward. Sorry, I messed that up. 11, rise up. And 12, hands together. Now on the left side. 1, 2, 3, bend forward. 4, left leg back. 5, plank. 6, Ashtanga Namaskar. 7, Bhujangasana. 8, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. 9, left leg forward this time. 10, right leg forward, bend forward. 11, rise up. 12, hands together. Now last, on your own, I'm just going to watch without count. Take your time, and then when you're ready, stand up in Tadasana in the center of the mat. Very good. I have a couple of observations, and I'll so just one, please complete all of you. Yeah, just the one observation is when you're going in this knees, then place your chest down and then your forehead and tuck your elbows together. So that I think some of that did not look right. Other than that, good job everyone. Let's stand to the center of the mat and breathe. So with our Surya Namaskars, we went along the length of the mat and up and down, right? So traditional Chandra Namaskar, we are going to go sideways. So stand to the left of your mat. So stand on the left side of your mat, and we are going to find ourselves with half a round over here and then second round back here. That's how we are going to move with the Chandra Namaskar, the traditional Chandra Namaskar. And I think all of you were there where I kind of did that long Chandra Namaskar as part of one of the competition things for our company. So So this is the traditional Chandra Namaskar. Let's begin. And this is in honor of Kojagiri Poornima. And it's 12 count again. We can start right here. 1, 2. We are going to bring our hands up and interlace our fingers. We can go up as all part of 2. Come back down. Interlace your fingers, index finger pointing up. Lateral bend to the right. Come back to center. And lateral bend to the left. Come back to center. So this is our second position. 3, we are going to take one big step to the right. Release our hands in goddess pose and sit down. So the third pose is goddess pose. So sit down more, back straight, hands in Jnana Mudra, goddess. 3, 4, stand up, hands to the side. Turn your left leg 90 degrees. We are going to do Trikonasana as the fourth pose. So we all do Trikonasana very well now. We are bending on our left leg is 90 degrees. Go into Trikonasana. Breathe here. Good. So this is the fourth pose. For fifth, we are going to come back up and then cartwheel our hands and go on our left side like so, pivoting our right foot, placing it on the mat and coming up in this. Good. Excellent. So all we are doing is we are standing up on our right knee, left foot is on the mat. And from here, take one gentle back bend. Hold that back bend using your knee as your support. In the next round, we'll do a little variation. Good, come back to center. From here, again, we are going to transition into Skandasana. So for Skandasana, pick up your back leg again, pivot again on both legs and sit down in Skandasana. So take your time, no rush. We are just trying to see what we are doing here for the first time in the first round. So we are just going to go into Skandasana. If Skandasana is not easily possible without support, use support, no problem. So Skandasana, left foot is on the mat, right foot is pointing forward. And now from here, also use support if needed. If not, transition to the right. So, okay. And then we are just going to reverse our sequence from here, just like Surya Namaskar. So from here, we are going to pivot again, now to the right in Anjanasana pose. Good. Excellent. Taking a little back bend here. Using our knee for support. Excellent. Now put your hands back on the mat and stand up. Your right leg is 90 degrees anyway. Pivot your left leg. Stand up in Trikonasana on the right. We'll do this a little faster next time. You're just understanding where we are going. So after Trikonasana, breathe. We're going to stand up, go into goddess. Breathe. Back straight. Knees are above your heels. Gently stand back up. Take a big giant step with your left leg to your right. So now we went from the left side of the mat to right side of the mat. Hands up. Bend to the right. Come back to neutral. Bend to the left. Come back to neutral. Invert your palms, rise up. And come back down. That was 12. So that was half a count of our Chandra Namaskar. And we are then going to transition from here back there. The same sequence. So this was the 12 count one. We're going to start again. 1, hands together. 2, hands up. Interlacing our fingers, rising up on the balls of our feet. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Gently come back down. Interlace your fingers, index finger pointing up. Bend to the right. Come back to center. Bend to the left. Come back to center. Releasing your arms and taking a big giant step to the left. Sit down in goddess. So 3, goddess. Sit down more. Good. Rise up. Turn your right foot 90 degrees. Trikonasana on your right. Breathe. Trikonasana. On the next exhale, get ready to transition to Anjanasana on the right. So inhale, rise up, and exhale, cartwheel your hands and arrive on the mat with the left knee on the mat, right foot on the mat, hands on your right knee. If hands on the right knee feel good, try hands in Anjali Mudra and then take a back bend. Good. Come back gently to center. Placing your hands back on the mat, pivoting both legs into Skandasana. Transition to the other side. Skandasana. Extended leg. Leg is extended out straight. Back is straight. Good. From here, pivot now to the left. Placing that right knee on the mat. Coming up. Again, support yourself. Or hands to your chest. Heart center as you take a big bow bend back. Balance, strengthening, everything on in one here. Come back to neutral. Placing your hands on the mat. Picking up that right leg. Placing it on the mat into Trikonasana on the left. Your left knee, your left foot need not have moved, for it was already 90 degrees. Breathe. Gently come back to neutral. As you come back to neutral, get ready to go into goddess. Sit down more, back straight. Navratri was not too long ago, so think Kali. That's how I believe the name of this pose came about, goddess pose. Inhale, stand up. Take a big step to your left, hands up, bend to the right, come back to center, bend to the left, come back to center, and hands down. So this was one round of traditional moon salutation. So if you count, it was 1, 2, 3. From here, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the reverse, right? So that was the sequence that we did. Everybody good for one more sequence of Chandra Namaskar? Now that you know what we did here, give me a thumbs up. Okay, cool. Very good. So let's begin. And I'll just say what we are doing. You know how you are transitioning your body. Just be careful as you are pivoting. Take your time. Don't rush through the pivot aspects of things. Hands together. 1, 2, hands up. Urdhva Hasta Tadasana. Lateral bends. Bend to right. Come back to center. Bend to left. Come back to center. 2. For 3. Goddess, take a big giant step to the right. Sit down in goddess. Breathe. Last breath. As you exhale, stand up. Turn your right foot 90 degrees. Trikonasana on the left. Breathe. Get ready to pivot your hands. Come back up to neutral first and then pivot your hands and come down to Anjanasana position. Hands on your knees, hands on your chest center, or this time feel free to bring your hands up and see if you can take a back bend with your hands up. Very good. Anjanasana, keep breathing, everyone, please. Gently come back to neutral. Placing your hands back on the mat. Skandasana on the left. Good. Transition Skandasana on the right. Transition Anjanasana on the right. Similarly, see if you can bring your hands up into a back bend. Come back to center. Transition by placing your hands on the mat, picking up that back foot into Trikonasana on the right. Breathe. Transition to neutral and then goddess. Stand up and transition by taking that left leg, come to the right side of the mat, hands up, bend to the right, bend, come back to center, bend to the left, Urdhva Hasta Tadasana, come back to center, up, turn your hands, rise up, balance, come back gently down, hands together, half a cycle of moon salutation. We have to go back there. Let's begin. 1, 2, hands up. Urdhva Hasta Tadasana, bend to the right. Come back to center. Bend to the left. Come back to center. Transitioning, taking a big giant step to the left with your left leg. Releasing your hands, goddess. Gently, as you stand back up, turn your right foot 90 degrees, Trikonasana on the right. Looking up at your hand, opening up the chest. Both knees engaged, both legs engaged, breathe. Get ready to transition. As you exhale, come out to a neutral position and then cartwheel your hands. Anjanasana on the right, hands together. Take a quick look at your back foot. Ideally, you have it with the top of the foot flat on the mat. There's no right or wrong, but that might feel most comfortable. Hands together, back bend. Breathe. Good, excellent. Gently come back to neutral. And get ready to transition to Skandasana on the right. Get ready to transition into the Skandasana on the left. Excellent. Pivot to Anjanasana on the left, top of the back foot flat on the mat. Hands on the knees for support if needed, or near your heart center, or all the way up. Gently come back to neutral. Get ready to stand back up, Trikonasana on your left. Breathe. Good. Both legs straight, body in the same parallel plane. Breathe. Last inhale, exhale. On the next exhale, rise up. Transition to goddess. Sit down a little bit more. And now stand back up, back to where we began. So right leg, bring it close to your left leg, hands up. Bend to the right. Opening up your chest, good. Come back to center, bend to the left. Come back to center. Upturn your hands, rise up. Stretch, 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 good. And as you release your hands, come back to a standing position, Tadasana, and that was our Kojagiri special moon salutation. where we went laterally on the mat. And it's a little different from sun salutation. So hope you enjoyed. And with that, we can transition down to the mat for some of our other asanas today. So let's go down to the mat in Malasana, hands together. Sit down in Malasana. Breathe. Good. And gently sit down. Let's do a balanced pose down here today. So as you sit down, first of all, relax in any position. And when you're ready, bring your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Okay, good. We're going to do a balanced pose in Baddha Konasana today, just to neutralize all of what we have done. So sit up in Baddha Konasana first, and then after you neutralized your breath, all you're going to do is going to bring your Baddha Konasana up. Good. So you're bringing your toes at your eye level. Beautiful. Breathe back straight. See if you can weave your hands from below and create a nice lotus pose from inside the legs. Santosh, yeah, perfect. Balance, back straight, a lotus pose, balance, pose. Gently removing your hands, folding your feet, and then putting them down on the mat. Sit back up. Remain in Baddha Konasana. We'll do a Baddha Konasana twist as well. Hands to the side. Inhale, hands up. Keeping Baddha Konasana, okay? So make sure that both your feet, all parts of your legs are touching the ground in some form or fashion. If you find your knees are up, that's okay, as long as they have gone down the most they can. Hands up. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. When you twist to the right, bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Sit up straight. As you inhale, twist as you exhale. A lot of things going on over here. External rotation of the hips, as well as twist. Breathe. Look at the wall behind you. Gently come out of the pose into a neutral pose by bringing your hands to a neutral position, and begin again on the other side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left now. Being conscious of are all parts of the legs that are touching the ground still on the ground. Breathe. Feel a gentle twist in your belly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last breath here. As you exhale, untwist. Bring your hands to the side. And then let's transition to come out of the pose into Dandasana along the length of your mat. Excellent. Let's do Paschimottanasana and Purvottanasana. So feet are pointing up, back is straight. You may want to remove the flesh from under your thighs. Just put the seating bones on the mat. And from here, we are just going to forward fold, but bring your hands up as you inhale. Stick your hands to your ears now. From here, torso and hands travel as one straight object. And as you exhale next, start to fold forward, leading with your heart. So think as if your hands are stuck. You're not bringing your hands down just yet. You're leading with your heart. Go forward, keeping your knees engaged. Good. Go forward as much as you can. At some point, when your heart refuses to go forward, then bring your hands down. Good. So at this point, your torso may just be about 60 degrees to the mat. That's perfectly fine. Relax your shoulders and then bring your head down. Without rounding up that spinal cord, we are trying to keep our spinal cord all the way from our head to the base of our spinal cord straight. Breathe. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Last breath in. As you inhale, come back up, back into Dandasana, and transition to Purvottanasana. So take your hands and place them a little behind you, fingers pointing towards your body. And on your next inhale for Purvottanasana, pick up your hips and look towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe. Gently come out of the pose, placing your hips on the mat. Shake your legs out if needed. And from here, let us transition down all the way. So hands on the mat, using your elbows, go down on the mat. We are going to bring in one inversion today, which is Setu Bandhasana. Relax first. Relax. And then when you're ready, pick up your legs. Place your legs at the center of the mat, both feet at the center of the mat. You may have hip distance between your feet. It is challenging with the feet together. A little distance between the feet makes it a little bit less challenging. So pick where you want to be. Hands to the side. Let's transition to Setu Bandhasana, the inversion of today. Inhale and pick your hips up into a bridge pose. Pick up your hips. Keep picking your hips up more. And as you do that, fold your shoulder blades under your body and see if you can reach your hands and interlace fingers underneath your body. Ideally, you're folding your shoulder blades. Hand part is completely optional. Squeeze your hips at the top in Setu Bandhasana. Squeeze, 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 hold, hold, hold. The pose, not the breath. Keep breathing. And then gently, first releasing your hands, bringing your hips down, coming out of Setu Bandhasana, relax. Hands to the side, relax. Gently, we are going to pick up both our knees and bring them, hugging them, bring them close to the chest. Apanasana. Pick your head up. Gently release your head. Rock from side to side. And then drop your feet back on the mat and relax for a moment here, starting with relaxing your feet, relaxing your calves, relax your hips, relax your lower back, middle back, upper back, relax your hands, relax your face. Just breathe. Take deep, long breaths, and as you do that, start becoming aware of your breath. Just repeat the intention that you had set for yourself 3 times in your head. And as you do that, see if at the middle of your brow, at your third eye center, can you visualize a bright shining moon? And as you do that visualization, feel the rays of that bright moon spreading all over your body, relaxing your body, calming your body, and helping you with your intention, whatever it is that you want this particular morning. Bring some awareness back in your fingers, wiggle your fingers, turn to one side of the body. Take your time, no rush. Be in this fetal pose for 1 or 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, prop yourself up in a seated position. And we'll do one quick Chandra Vedana Pranayama. So and then we'll wrap right here. So bring your hands in the Vishnu Mudra, index finger and middle finger folded, ring finger and little finger together, and thumb as our 2 devices to close one nostril at a time. Chandra Vedana Pranayama is we are going to breathe in from our left nostril, breathe out from our right nostril. Then instead of alternate breathing that we do in Nadi Shodhana, we are going to close our right nostril again and again breathe in through our left nostril and breathe out through our right nostril. So that's what we are doing. Let's do 3 to 5 Chandra Vedana Pranayama. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. And then repeat. Inhale through left. When you're done, your 3 to 5, place your hands back on your knees. Back is straight. Close your eyes. Just be aware of that breath. Neutralize your breath. And now in this pose, without putting your hands on your nostrils, can you be aware and still breathe in through your left nostril and breathe out through your right nostril? So try this mental exercise. You're doing Chandra Vedana Pranayama without external props of your hands. And with that, we are going to chant 1 Om and close our session dedicated to the full moon, Kojagiri moon, Sharad Poornima moon. Inhale, exhale, and inhale for Om. hands to your heart center. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend ahead. And I'll see you next Tuesday where we'll resume our Patanjali Yoga series. If there are any questions, I'm here. If no questions, just log off by clicking the leave button.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.
Good day, everyone.